Welcome everybody to another Capes and Scowls YouTube exclusive comic review. I'm Tim and today I'm going to be reviewing Power Rangers number 1, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers number 1. This is the brand new Boom comic written by Kyle Higgins, and the art is by Henry Pressetya. I'm going to spell it for you because Pressetya. Colors by Matt Herms and letters by Ed Dukeshire. Now, I have to start this review by saying I was not a Power Ranger fan growing up. I was a little older when that came out, and I was very much a Voltron guy, child of the 80s. So that factors into my giant combining robots to make a giant robot. But I gotta tell you, I've got a lot of respect for Power Rangers, having learned more about it, and actually meeting them out doing cons and different things. So they're all usually very nice, which is great. But I like to point out that I'm not a huge fan only because I really enjoyed this book, and I think that speaks volumes of it, me having really nothing invested in the book. So you get a fair amount of content. You get your main story. You also get a backup story, the ongoing adventures of Bulk and Skull, and then you also get a preview for a new Boom title called Joyride. So you're getting a ton of bang for your buck. And this book... there's been a 0 issue prior to this, which was setting up the pretty much where we are in the universe and what time this story takes place. The Green Ranger starts off as a bad guy, and in this issue he has turned to the side of good. And it's early in the Power Ranger adventures. Tommy, the Green Ranger, is very between his control by Rita Repulsa and just wanting to be a good hero. There's not a ton of action from the Power Rangers. It's a lot of setup. It's a lot of them in their high school. I really like the plot device of Bulk and Skull getting updated in a way where they are filming videos for their own YouTube channel so that they have tons of viewers. It's a hit show on YouTube because they're constantly getting the footage of the Power Rangers fighting. And that was a good twist. It was a good update. They were always the comic relief. They seem way more serious in the main story, not the backup. Which I thought was a good move to update them in a way where, because I don't even know what they would do. They were just so silly, and this book wants to be taken more serious, and it should. So the only real action comes from the Green and Pink Ranger in a training montage, and it's okay. Like I said, this is all set up, so please know that going in. You're going to get really good action, I assume, going forward, but this does not quite have it. That being said, though, me, outside looking in, a guy who doesn't really care about the Power Rangers, I liked the book. I thought the writing was good. I think the art's great. I like the update, like I said, on Bulk and Skull, and we'll see where it goes. But as far as first issues, I thought it was good. I think it's worth checking out. If you're a Power Ranger fan, of course you're going to want to check this out. It's definitely what you've been waiting for. I don't know if I'm down for another issue, but it's also fair to point out that Voltron had a ton of comics, and none of them really were amazing to me. So maybe this is a step in the right direction. All right, well that is it. That is our quick review. I'm Tim for Capes and Scowls. Now make sure you check us out at capesandscowlspodcast.com. for the full experience. That's where you can find the podcast full episodes, and you can also find a lot of other episodes that don't make it to YouTube. Between YouTube and the website, you can get the full experience. Thank you for checking us out, and I hope to hear from you. If you have anything you'd like to say to us, capesandscowlspodcast@gmail.com, or comment below. Thanks a lot.